And I know elsewhere you likened removing the flag to opening a Pandora's box or having this debate. You now support removing the Confederate flag from the grounds of the state capitol. I'm wondering when and what made you come to that decision?
The obvious, miraculous turn of events that we've seen over the last couple of days. I don't think anybody would have anticipated that things would change as quickly as they have, not just in South Carolina, but frankly, with regard to a larger conversation, with regard to monuments and Confederacy and slavery and the whole basket, if you will. I stand by a belief that in a perfect world, you would wait until after we'd buried Clementa Pinckney. Clementa Pinckney was a friend of mine. I served with him for 8 years in Columbia. I was governor, he was a state senator. I think it would be appropriate before you go into a debate on guns, racial balance, racial violence, the flag, you name it, to first mourn loss. That was my simple point, and I stand by that.
How important was it to have Governor Haley come forward and make that statement? Did it, in a sense, make it easier for others in the state as well to come forward?
No, I think that in some ways her hand was forced. What you had during that same day was, the mayor of North Charleston coming out with a press conference and a whole host of different folks, I guess, giving this even larger level of attention.
You said that for some, the flag is a symbol of a rich heritage and sacrifice in battle, and to others, obviously, it's a symbol of slavery and repression. I'm wondering, for you, what is it a symbol of?
My forefathers were not slaves, and so I don't have, in essence, a dog in the fight, so to speak. They were neither slaves nor were they Confederate soldiers, to the best of my knowledge. And so what I would say is, in representing the state for 8 years of my life as a governor, I tried to take into account both viewpoints. The flag in South Carolina, and frankly through much of the South, there is personal connection. People feel a strongly held belief based on either the fact that your ancestors were one of 20,000 people who died in the war between the states, or based on the fact that your ancestors were actual slaves. And all I'm saying is, it's not a benign viewpoint. It's an educated viewpoint based on being around those very folks over a long number of years who have strongly held emotional feelings toward it. And what I'm saying is, when I look up at the flag, it doesn't evoke an emotional response for me.